Yo, what is going on, guys? Winner Kills here, and welcome to the fourth and final round of locals feature matches for the week. Here we have Mathmech on the right versus Swordsoul on the left, the same Swordsoul player that you guys saw the profile for the previous week. He ended up going undefeated, and both players currently, as it stands at the start of this match, are undefeated. So we'll see if he has what it takes to get the job done. 2 weeks in a row, but our Mathmech player here on the right has been on a roll as well. I believe he's gone undefeated the past couple weeks also. So we're going to see him lead with a copy of Circular, discarding, well, sending Sigma to the graveyard. And then we're going to see him normal summon Diameter. Diameter is going to go ahead and attempt to bring out the Sigma, and Circular is going to attempt to search a Mathmech spell or trap. So the Imperm will get fired on the Circular, hopefully cutting his opponent off from access to Superfractorial, one of the best cards in the entire archetype. He will be able to still go into the Laplacian, or the Alimbertian, I believe. Laplacian is the one that can rip one from hand field and also send a spell trap. But Alimbertian can go ahead and search. He can attach 2 to go ahead and add a Mathmech card from the deck to the hand. So it's still going to go ahead and get access to Superfractorial regardless, making it seem like that Imperm was kind of wasted. We're going to see our Mathmech player continue to combo, activating Subtraction in hand, targeting the Circular to go ahead and make it lose 1,000 attack. And then we're going to see Sigma's Graveyard effect activates to special summon it out, since there is not a monster in his EMZ. And then we're going to see him go for a Link 2 and of Splash Mage. Splash Mage effect is going to go ahead and target the Subtraction in the graveyard to go ahead and revive it, and go for a Link 3 and go for the Decode Talker Heat Soul. And Heat Soul takes 2+ cyber monsters with different attributes, so fire and water, so you can go ahead into that there, pay the 1,000, draw a card, putting him down to 7,000. Also just checking the graveyard there, making sure it was properly summoned. Now the Laplacian, or Alimbertian rather, was summoned with the Diameter, so it does have access to that Omni Negate this turn, which is also important to remember. And it's also insulating this combo from one more hand trap right now, which is kind of nice, although our Swordsoul player does not have any more hand traps in hand currently. Could definitely matter. We're going to go into the Link Disciple, and then linking off the Circular into Link Devotee, and then Disciple effect to tribute off the Devotee to go ahead and draw a card and put one back. It looks like he has access to both Induction and Superfractorial in the hand, drawing a Sign Up Mining there off the Disciple. And then we're going to see the Devotee effect activate, since it was tributed, go ahead and summon 2 tokens, making it so we cannot summon anything higher than Link 3 or Link 2 for the rest of the turn. And then we're going to see him go into Wicked, and then link off into IP, having to get rid of the Omni Negate there. But at this point, if you've gotten this far, maybe you feel like you've passed all the hand trap checks you need to. You already have 2 really good traps secured, and we'll go ahead and get the follow-up search off of the Wicked, which is going to be Diameter, and ending on just Induction, Superfractorial, IP, and the Wicked. And we're going to see him lead with Emergence. So now it is known that he is playing against Swordsoul. And knowing that, he's just going to go ahead and chain the IP in response to the Emergence to go for Appaloosa, Bow of the Goddess, at 16. Also unable to be destroyed by card effects currently as well. And I see 2 copies of Ashina in hand, a Circle, and a Rivalry of the Warlords, which, if I'm being totally honest, could maybe kind of go in here, but not really, because he's definitely going to end phase Superfractorial, and it's going to get rid of the Rivalry anyways. And also, Rivalry is just not great against the Mathmech deck either, just because it can play very strong under just Cybers. And, I mean, you could normal summon Taya here. You could attempt to special summon the Ashina. That's definitely getting negated. And then battle phase, you know, you could run over the Appaloosa with the Taya, but then you have the Emergence engraved to banish, so that is technically a line of play there. And as expected, the Appaloosa will negate the Ashina, He does have Moyi in hand, so not. I thought it was Taya for a second, but he does have Moyi. Either way, it's the same idea. He could still... Well, actually, grabbing Taya would have been much better here than grabbing Moyi. I think that would have definitely been the play. For sure, because you don't have to use Taya on someone like you do Moyi, allowing him to go to the battle phase first to run over the Appaloosa, but, you know, with the Super Factorial and the induction in the back line, might not have mattered there. The only other card he had playable in hand, I think, was the Circle. And we're into a game 2. And we're going to see Mathmech be up 1-0. And quick shout out to Imperium Duelist, guys. Check them out at the link below. Don't forget to use my discount code, WinnerKillsSetOff at checkout. And, guys, don't forget to check out the affiliate link I have in the description of all my videos. Anytime you guys shop and check out using that link, a small bit of the revenue from your purchase will go right back into the channel and helps out a ton. So we're going to see Swordsoul go first here in game 2, leading with Longyun, discard Longyun, opting not to special summon the token, or well, he will special summon the token here, just not putting the token on field, because it's going to be tributed away for the Heavenly Dragon Circle, allowing him to go for a search of any worm. Could also technically special summon it since he tributed a non-effect. This is going to allow him to go ahead and search out a copy of Taya. Now, I see why he's going for this line. This is the only line that will guarantee him both Chi-Jiao and Baron, but it does play into a lot of hand traps. And speaking of, Taya is going to get impermed on the banish of Longyun, leaving him with really not much of a play. I mean, you either synchro for Baron there and it gets impermed at the start of his opponent's turn, and you kind of lose out there. Or do you try to go for the play that gives you the most bang for your buck, and if they have a hand trap, you know, like imperm, it just didn't matter anyways. We're going to see a standby phase anti-spell, and that is going to trade with 3 cards in the Mathmech player's hand. But he does still have access to Circular, and that is going to send a Sigma for cost. Turning off, I believe, a Sign Up Mining, a Lightning Storm, and a Harpy's Feather Duster. So we're going to see him bring back Sigma with its own effect, and then activate Circular. Circular is going to get hit Veilered, but I mean, at this point, I feel like Veiling Circular is definitely incorrect, and now my friend Kevin here on the left might be very unfamiliar with the Mathmech matchup. I don't know how much experience he has playing against it, but I know in situations like this, when you're playing against Mathmech and you're very low on cards with how easy this deck can OTK through Access Code and Update Jammer, you probably want to hold your Veiler or your Imperm for something like Splash Mage. I think that tends to be way more high impact. We're going to see him search out Diameter. Diameter is going to go ahead and bring back Sigma. And then we're going to see him go ahead and link to... And I think... Oh, the Sigma, I was going to say the Sigma should be banished, but I think it was overlaid to 60 material. But yeah, he could go ahead and Splash Mage, but he also has Parallel Exceed, so that's also insane. So even if he did Veiler the Splash Mage, I still think he's making a double attacking Access Code by going for Update Jammer. And we're going to see Splash bring back the Sigma, and then linking the 2 update, or not the Update Jammers, the 2 Parallel Exceeds and Update Jammer, and then yeah, that's just going to be a double attacking Access Code OTK. And one of the shortest feature matches ever uploaded on this channel, Mathmech takes it 2-0. And last but not least, a huge shout out goes to our Divine Level channel members who are Pony Start, Cadillacs84, Justin Lamb, and HCH Cyber. Thank you guys so much as always for extremely kind and generous support of this channel.